What's going on, everybody? Want to first start out by saying happy Halloween, and if you got kids and you're going trick-or-treating, have a good time and stay safe. My daughter's too old for all that. She's in her 20s, so my trick-or-treat days are over. But let's get back into the play. Let's get right into it. Right here, I want to show you some examples of this little trick that EA has programmed into this game. And as you can see here, this is man coverage. I'm playing the Rams, and that's the user team coverage. And I want you to look at all the separation that is gotten by the offense because of poor AI, no techniques. You know, the techniques by the DBs in this game is horrendous, and man coverage is an eyesore. Just look at how a lot of these dudes are running themselves off the play, or they're jogging, they're burly covering these guys. You can see wide receivers going over the middle on the drag routes wide open. The slants, they get wide open. But let's check out the CPU coverage. Look at that. Blanketing my receivers. Blanketing. You see the difference? The CPU is flawless. That's the trick. That's the gimmick. That's the gimmick that fools you into this false idea that the game is actually playing competent defense and that you're playing this competitive game, when really it's actually rigged and stacked in the CPU's favor. But the user player teams, your defense is dumb as bricks. And I mean absolutely asinine. This is just poor programming. It's a gimmick, it's a trick. You know, it's not meant to represent any AI or any true fundamentals, because even here, even with these receivers being blanketed like they are, you can still see just god-awful technique. Even in their players doing god-awful technique, they still manage to cover. They still manage to recover and follow the receivers and maintain their coverage. Now granted, you can still get some separation, but the separation seems a little better for the fact that, you know, you don't get the cornerbacks and the linebackers running themselves off. But let's go back to the man coverage of the user. See? You see the difference? Look at how quick my linebacker just runs himself out of play. And look at this DB. Watch him. He's going to run himself out. Look, jogging, burly covering. It's a gimmick. This is the gimmick. This is your Madden. This is what you get. You know, all that shit they said at E3, it was all bogus. It was all a lie. Every single one, every single bit of it, man. When those game changers were talking all that shit about, don't play the game on how, man, it's no joke. Yes, it is a joke. It's a big joke. It's a joke on us. Because, you know, a lot of people bought into that nonsense. But you see it here for yourself. This is visual evidence. Look at the poor technique or lack of technique. And look at him just run himself out of the play. This is what the user coverage does on man coverage. Every time it's consistent across the board. I don't care what team you're playing. You know, somebody might come along and say, oh, it's the Ram. No, it happens with every single team. And when you play against the computer is proficient because it cheats. And I'm going to show you a video where the computer really cheats in a lot of crazy ways. Because the computer doesn't have to be slave to true step. Your guys, however, are always slave to it. So I'm going to show you a video where the computer is just, everything stacked in its favor. But like I said, man, you see this for yourself. Evidence is right in your face, man. So yeah, man, this is just a introductory video. I'm going to be doing a series of videos that's going to be called 101 versus Madden. And the first installment in that series is going to be about man coverage and the techniques involved. So, you know, we got to keep pushing for change, man. Do what you got to do. You guys stay safe out there for Halloween and enjoy yourselves, and I'll be back later with more content. Peace.